knows how many verses were in Job 25?
Yeah, you want to do an into the
6 or 7, something.
Six.
Six.
Yeah, very
Six.
good.
Six.
And as my
Six.
husband politely said, I didn't introduce myself, so apologies. I'm Deanna with Positive Action Ministry, and today we're going to be talking about Job 25. So as Jonathan just mentioned, and I think Tia Renee said it as well, there's only 6 verses in it. It's a very small book, so it'll be pretty quick, but I was actually able to get a decent amount of questions out of it after I got into it. So this is my favorite question that I ask every time. Who is speaking in chapter 25?
Yes.
Go ahead, John.
Bildad, the Shuhite.
Yes, Bildad, one of 3 of Job's friends. And when I looked up on Blue Letter Bible and read David Gusik's analysis of it, which I often like to do, there were a few things that I thought I should share here, which is this says this is a final word from Job's 3 friends. So it's only Bildad speaking on behalf of them, but I guess this is kind of the end of their conversation and it doesn't really show up more from them. And some people say that this is only 6 verses, and this is an interpretation, of course, so take this as you will, but that Job has achieved some success here because he's been able to finally like kind of end this conversation that keeps continuing to go on. He's basically silencing this back and forth that has been happening through all of the previous chapters. So we're going to do a fill in the blank. So there's 2 words here, blank and blank belong to him. One word starts with a D, and the second word starts with an F.
Death and faith. No?
No.
Death and life.
No, it starts with an F.
Isn't
So-
isn't the dash is the length of the word too?
Yes. Yes.
Was it destruction? No.
Is this at the very beginning?
Well, it's only 6 verses.
At the Dominion. Dominion
Dominion?
is the
Yes.
I don't know the other stuff.
8.
No, it's a 4-letter word. It's a synonym for scared.
Fear.
Yes. Dominion and fear belong to him.
I was like, wait, isn't this how the chapter starts? Dominion, but
And then there's one more here. So it says he makes blank in his high places. And this one starts with a P.
peace.
5 letters. Yes, peace. Peace. He makes peace in his high places. You're fine. And so in those 2 verses, what is Bildad trying to communicate about God? Talking about how he has dominion over everything. What would you say, like if you had to sum that up, what Bildad was trying to communicate about God?
That he's in control of everything. He's omnipotent.
Yes, that he's in control of everything. He's trying to communicate that God is great. He has greatness, right? And then towards, I mean, it's again only 6 verses, but towards the end, he takes 2 objects and he says, the creator created these 2 things and they're not as great as him. Anyone remember what those are?
Humans.
Not humans.
The maggot one.
Before that, it's they're things that are in the sky.
Stars in the moon.
Stars?
The sun and the moon.
The sun
The
and-
sun and the moon, yeah. Or the moon and the stars, sorry.
I was like, wait a second. This
Spot
podcast-
teacher. Yes, the moon and the stars. And now this, I think, is what you were getting, Jonathan. So at the very end, he compares man to what?
Maggot.
Worm.
A
Maggot.
maggot and a worm. Very good. So the takeaways from this message, I actually pulled a few, which is no one is pure or blameless because it talks about that. I didn't ask any questions about that. God is great, which we all know, of course. And the underlying meaning, if you were to read through like the interpretations, is how Bildad is saying this back to Job again, because he's saying no one's pure. And God is great, and that we're just like maggots and worms. So he's kind of taking the biblical knowledge and twisting it to kind of give Job one more kick to tell him basically that he's not pure or blameless, as he wants to make sure he realizes that he's still wicked and this was caused from his own accord. And that's kind of all I have, since it was only six verses. Any questions, comments?
Well, to me, it sounds to me because sometimes I make a comparison that people don't like. But look, is compared to God, God is everything and we're nothing. But to me, it makes me feel good because the thing that I say, I don't like to say because I have to be careful. We're Christian, I'm not supposed to use words to hurt our brothers and sisters. But it made me feel good because look, he called us maggot, this guy. So
Yes.
whatever I'm saying this day was repeated in the past. So I'm not the only one. So I wasn't really judging.
Very well.
Gonna be
Anyone
the
else?
last the friends speak.
Yeah, the last time those three. There are other people that will speak in future chapters, but not those three people. At least that's what the summary or explanation of David Gusick is, because some people actually think that there was a mistake.
And who's outside
in
your
the-
window?
I'm sorry.
There's someone outside your window, Jonathan.
It's okay.
Really?
There's
Oh.
some people think it's a mistake that there's only 6 verses in this chapter, that something was lost or wrong in the interpretation of it. So I thought that was very interesting too. All right. Well, I will stop this.